Part 2, continuing on Mill Road. See, they wanted the criminals to stay, and they wanted me to move over there so Connie and them would have better access to harass me, because that's what they did and do. Other meetings? Now, he's worried about the noise. I'm talking about the vandalism, the harassment, the threatening. And he's focused on the noise. The man is medicated. See, bullies don't do too much by themselves. They like to have backup.
You heard it yourself. They are the criminals, but they wanted me to move. Well, I found out a whole lot of stuff later on, and I'm going to show you that Connie is kin to Michelle Thomas and her son, Brian Chris White. Like I said, I was going to keep on till I got my piece, and I'm going to show you the rest of that story. You're going to hear the rest of the story. Now, Miss Thomas would give me dirty looks and cook the car. She'd say things, and I just ignored as I sat on my porch. But this is the last words Michelle Thomas, at that time teacher's aide, I was told, but now she's a special ed teacher in Nashville. Well, in Tennessee, I don't know if it's Nashville. A bully is a bully. Bullies have bullies. Here's the last words from Miss Michelle Thomas that I heard. I was sitting on my porch like I always do. Didn't say a word. We were alone. Now, after she had told me before that I was retarded, this is what she said this time. And later you'll get to hear that human rights says calling me names wasn't a legal issue. As she was walking to her car that she parked in front of my apartment, and she had plenty of room, she done it on purpose. This is what she said. This is after the meetings and federal HUD and such. September the 8th. September, the month, 8th month, the 1st of the month, 2011. That was Michelle Thomas talking to me. Now she said, in case you didn't hear it, she said, "You're special, real special. You know I'm not going nowhere. How about that?" Well, 30 days later, you get to see her moving out. I didn't say nothing to her. I raced up to see who it was because my chair sat slow. A bully is a bully. God don't like ugly. Now, after Federal HUD come in and started doing what they do, said I had to get the federal people involved, but nobody else would do anything. They handed me over to Kentucky Human Rights. Well, at that time, I had a black caseworker, and her boss is black, and Connie's black. Now, even though she was nice, you gotta listen close. Correctly. Well, let me update you. Sure. The boy has been arrested for drugs because I had to call again for loud music at 12:30 on Sunday morning. And he's no longer allowed on the property. I don't son? Yes. HUD's come in and evicted a bunch of people, and we have a curfew now. We're getting cameras now. It's quieter now. But, that's not going to replace the drama and stuff that I've been through. Okay, well, that's partially good news, right? That is. The son's not there to harass you, and a lot of other people who have been flaunting the laws are now being no longer receiving federal assistance. That's true, but she's still there, and for some reason, she's not going anywhere. And she still is going to harass me, and whatever she wants to do, that's her attitude. Because Connie is going to let her do it. Now, after everything, I got complaints to housing, complaints to Kentucky, complaints to Kentucky HUD. I have a a list of names I contacted. I won't show them. Nobody could do anything. Meanwhile, I was being terrorized, and some other people was being terrorized. But unfortunately, what was done to them was not as severe as what was done to me. But this is my experience with the Human Rights Division. A joke.
Well, let me update you. Sure. The boy. Well, what I'm going to do is go ahead and draft this complaint for you and send it out to you.
Now, as I've stated, bullies protect other bullies. It's fun to them. And what I didn't know is this Miss Goatley, which I spoke to before, ended up being my investigator. She's black. Now, I don't care what color you are, but I can see inside and I can smell BS. And when I told her that Connie's going to let her do whatever she wanted to do, there's some silence there because she knows I'm right.
When you get it, make sure you read over it and that it, for the most part, says what's going on. Now, we can't put everything right in the complaint. And, that's what interviews and things like that are for, to get the rest of your story.
They never interviewed me. Never came by.
And I'm going to forward my notes with the case file to whoever your investigator is going to be. Okay. Well, I'm a little bit confused on this situation because I saw the complaint originally with Federal HUD, and they came in and cleaned up the mess that's been going on. Right. So, well, why did they pass HUD is in two parts. Okay. There is the Fair Housing and Equal Opportunity part, okay, and then there's the Public and Indian Housing / Public Housing Authority part, and they're separate. Oh, okay. So the Public Indian Housing and the Public Housing Authority part came in and addressed the situation that they could address. Oh, gotcha. As far as maintenance and management of the property, who's being allowed to rent, and making sure that things are being taken care of in a safe manner. And then our agency and the Fair Housing and Equal Opportunity side deals with, are you being treated differently because of your disability, race, color, religion, things like that.
All of them.
They're separate, so, and like I said, Public and Indian Housing and Public Housing Authorities, their section, since they don't have to go through as much legal, they don't have as much of a legal stipulation to go through the courts to affect the change that they need to affect. They have the right to come in, evict people, put the management out and replace the management with other folks. Wow, I wish that would happen. They can just do that. Yeah, good. If they deem it necessary. Oh, well, when you read this stuff, there's probably additional investigation going on, so, additional things may be happening that you just can't see because you haven't seen U-Haul trucks pull up to people's houses or anything like that.
Now, I didn't file the complaint to have everybody evicted. I filed a complaint for Michelle Thomas, her bunch, to leave me alone.
So, I know when Federal came in, they took care of a whole lot of it. Hats off to them. Because I had done contacted everybody. Well, and it's good to make sure that you bring as many people to the table as possible. You have no idea. Because you never know. They don't let you all know exactly what the agencies can do. Know what you need to know. Right. And so, but I'm glad that you called everybody and, calling the Attorney General, calling HUD, will, they everything. They know how to direct what you say to get something accomplished. Oh, yeah, and they
No, you don't call people. You take photos, you take videos, you do your detective work, because calling people ain't going to do the trick. You have to show them you mean business.
Really well, but so that's why. Yeah. All right, dear. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ms. Whitfield. And you can be expecting this probably early next week, okay? Okay. Thank you.
Now, she was all nice and everything, was talking about my investigator and interviews. And I think I talked to her on the phone twice, maybe 3 times. I wasn't interviewed, and she ended up being an investigator. Now, after I recorded Michelle Thomas, finally, telling me that, harassing me again, after she had a no contact letter from the county attorney, saying, "You're special, real special. You know I ain't going nowhere. How about that?" Well, after I sent this to Miss Goatley, she got a different attitude.
This is Leandria. How can I help? Yeah, Ms. Goatley, Paula Whitfield. I received your letter. How did you come to this conclusion, since they did put this lady out of here? She hasn't been put out. She moved. Okay. Okay, so how did you come to this conclusion after everything I gave you? After reviewing the information that you provided and talking to the housing authority, there were other people who made similar complaints to you, and they had all been given the same information that you had. And other people who had been in similar situations as you, who were African American or not white. So there didn't appear to be any evidence to support that the reason that you were treated differently is based on your race. And I asked our legal staff about your concern about being called special by Ms. Thomas. Well, before she called me retarded. I asked him about that. Retarded and special. Right. And he indicated that at this time there does not appear to be a legal precedent to support that just the use of those terms rises to the level of severe and pervasive to support a harassment finding. Can I appeal this? No, ma'am. Okay. Well, you can in federal court. Okay. All righty. I'll see what I can do. Thank you.
Now, they found housing authority not guilty of discrimination. Are you kidding me? You have to be kidding me. No, I'm not kidding. Well, I was the only one that I know of that the car was vandalized and harassed. Kids were, the teens and the adults that lived here were doing penny ante stuff to everybody else. Okay? Now, if I'd called Miss Michelle Thomas the N-word or a black bee, that would have been a racial thing. Oh, it would have been all over CNN, and you know it. But she can call me retarded and special, and I'm disabled. Yeah. No legal precedence. And when I said that Miss Thomas was put out, you heard her attitude change. She moved. So, it is my expert opinion that Kentucky human rights are bullies. Yeah, they will defend their own, so you better defend your own. Now, when I asked if I could appeal their decision, and the paperwork I got said they found them not guilty of discrimination with prejudice. Well, I don't know the legal word for that, but yeah, it's some prejudice going on. It is now April the 14th, 2016, and Connie McReynolds, the black lady, has more black and mixed couples than white. You don't think that's prejudiced? Now, I don't care what their paperwork say, they can hide this and hide that. I got eyeballs. Now, over at the Pride Avenue section, they get a few whites here and there just for looks, but they're under their thumb. You can believe that. Well, as you know, I'm not racist. I don't care. What I am is against evil. And discrimination on housing and anything else is evil. Now, after all this, there was some more stuff come up, and I'm going to play it all out. Let you see what happened. Now, housing was playing nice, and they moved in some white people, just for looks, just for look good. And a white couple moved in next to me with a little kid. The kid was too scared to go outside. She had heard and saw too much. In America, in a small city, a child that had moved here after the drama, but had heard people talking about it, was too scared to go out. Now later, I had some headbutting when I stood up for my Ten Commandment rights about my scooter had been vandalized. This is what was said. Bullies hold grudges and are vindictive. Know that. This is after we had cameras, and the cameras are just for certain people, not everybody.
Connie? Yeah, Connie, this is Paula Whitfield. Between Wednesday of last week and Saturday, my bike mirror was bent, so when I was riding it, it would fall off, so it was vandalized. Also, somebody is still putting trash in my can. I will be up there sometime this week to write out a complaint on the other incident of them putting trash in my can. Who's putting trash in your can? The mail that I got out of my trash can said number 4. Number 4? Yeah. Okay. I can address that with them. Did you do a police report on the mirror? I sure did. Okay. You didn't see anybody. You just know that somebody did it? Yeah, because it had to be bent by a man, because it was a metal bracket. Okay. I don't watch my bikes because I expect the cameras to take care of it. I don't want any drama, but I'm not going to have my bike. Where's your bike parked? It's parked right out here behind the apartment under the cameras. Okay. Let me address that with Sean and see if we can go back and look and see. When did this happen? Between Wednesday of last week and Saturday. Okay. Also, she's in a meeting. After she gets out of the meeting, I'll see if we can look at the cameras and see if we see anything. Okay. Also, if it would be possible, can we get one of those trash cans that's on the left side to the right side so people will stop throwing stuff in my can? Okay. You're talking about those permanent cans? Yeah. Let me get one to walk over there and see what we can do. That would be helpful. I'll document, our conversations for us, but I'll get back with you to let you know as far as if we saw anybody. Okay, that'd be great. So what's your number?
Now, as she was nice on the phone, because they record, of course, you gotta read between the lines. Did I see anybody? Yeah. Well, and there was people were putting trash in my can. I would set my can out prior to the day, and they wouldn't just put paper stuff in it. They put grease, slime, slop, which means I had to clean my can out. So that it was a major issue for me. I'm disabled.
They've done it on purpose.
Now they will look and see if they see anybody. Oh, they can erase the tape. I never heard nothing back. Not a word. And that was just the first vandalism. The major vandalism, the insurance company had to do it a total loss. Now I want to talk about their nosy maintenance crew. Yeah. Questioning you and what you know. It's not just common conversation. They really do want to know what you know about people. I tell them I don't know nothing. That's not my area.
Hey, how you doing this morning? I'm good. How about you? Yeah. But you know what good these days.
Being nosy. You don't do no fishing, do you? Now this is their other nosy maintenance man. Just to get information. I've got a whole file on him I'm going to put out later. But he's coming in talking about my truck.
Warm one out there today. I'll try. But it's not that nice having to not walk everywhere now, ain't it? I still do. Oh, do you? Yeah. Gotta keep them legs. I ain't done Goatley in a couple months. My mom was killing me last night. I've had rides and not had rides. It don't matter to me. You still walk. Yeah. Have a good day.
That was in 2012 when I could walk.
That was before my legs got real bad. That was before, yeah. See, he was trying to feel me out to whether I'd get upset about my truck or not. Yeah, I got more. This guy, I've got a file on him, Doug, and he tries to instigate people to say something about somebody else. once there was an oil spill out here, and he said, "Oh, so it's over here." I said, "I don't know where it's coming from." And then one time I had found a roach, and he said, "Well, is it from over there?" I said, "I don't know where it's coming from." Now this is a recert 2014, where I don't stay for the drawings and all that stuff, and Connie says, "Well, if you gotta go, you have to leave more for us." Ha ha ha, makes it and everybody else laughs. That's a bully. Listen, I just walked on out.
It is August 2014, recert day for MHA.
Now, Connie tries intimidation. That's what it is. You have to read between the lines. We are one of your credit references. Yeah.
I'll let you know. Well, I'm enrolled, so I don't know. I gotta get some ducks in a row, so I don't know when. Actually, you really don't have to, because we'll do that with certain people. Did you all get one of these? Oh, I'm so sorry. Here, let me do that. The white sheet is about natural gas, safety, and what you need to do. Of course, you already know you can't pull up in the yard or grounds in any way, but you can rush your gas line. And the paper that just some housing reminders on your end. You're ready to number one priority. There's nothing except death or sickness to keep you from taking care of your rent on a monthly basis. Remember, we are one of your credit references, and when you need to acquire credit, that you call us. Reported income. Please report any taxes. Any questions so far? No. Wake up. Satellite. In your lease it says, please don't make any changes to the apartment without permission from us. Okay. Maybe some people just kind of forget that, and the emergency number. Let's see what the emergency number is, and the emergencies are no heat, no air, no gas, no power. The first check to make sure it is not a citywide issue before you call the emergency number, because it could be citywide, and then if it is, nothing we can do. Your commode stopped up, running wires, the setup stopped, locked out the apartment, please call 911 if there is a fire first. Please, you can't have please call 911 first. And also call 911 if there's any domestic, violence, shooting, stabbing, etc. We can't have it. We need to call 911. Call the city when you have items that need to be hauled off. Okay, do the northwise. So if anybody want to leave, that's fine. That's check. They want to stay.
Now, she tells everybody not to park in the yards. They do it anyway. How maintenance does it. Now, if you move into housing projects and if there's a stabbing or a shooting, don't call them, call 911. Now you know what you're going to get. trash in your yard. It's $15 charge. Well, when I first moved in, they told me it was. Then after they redone the new leases, after Federal Hug came in, they put it in print. Well, here's the thing. I have absolute evidence that if they don't like you and they want you out, they'll make it hard on you. Put trash in your yard cost you $15. It's a courtesy for somebody to pick it up. Well, there's a guy, a disabled guy, go around picking up trash. But if they don't like you, they'll leave it there. Maybe you heard her. She said, well, if you don't, if you want to leave, go ahead and leave. It mean more for us. You see, there's cameras in that place and audio, but they control that. I just shrugged my shoulders and yawned because it didn't bother me none. And when she does a joke, you better laugh about it. Listen, I want you to hear this again.
Bullies are bullies, and yeah, I've got more.